This is leak code 234, palindrome linked list. So you're given the head of a singly linked list and you are to return it true if it's palindrome. So this is true because if you split it in half, they are equal, and this one is not true because if you split it in half, they are unequal. So I was looking at the other solutions that people did, and I found this to be the most succinct solution. And I didn't really see anyone else posting it, but maybe they did. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to create two stacks, right? And the stacks are going to just be of integer type. And so what you do is first you have to go through this linked list and look at all of them. So add all int values to one stack. But the different thing here is then you get the value of half the size, and then you take half and move it to the next stack. And then you just check if they are equal. So just quickly what that looks like. Let's just say that we are given this linked list as our input here. And like I was saying, I was going to have a stack S here, and we're going to have a stack T here. And so what this would do is we are given the head of the linked list. And so we just take that and we add it to the stack here, which is just going to be the value. We're not adding the entire node. And then we are going to be pointing to the next one. We are going to add the value, pointing to the next one. We are going to add the value until we get to our last one, because the next one is null. And so we have a stack like this. And so then we find out what half the size of that is, and that's going to be 2. And so we'll say while this mid value is bigger than 0, we are going to take pop off the top and add it to this one. So we are going to pop off the top. And I'm going to add this here. That's going to be the first one, and now mid is going to be 1. And so we're going to pop off again another time. And so then it's going to be here, and then mid is going to be 0. And so then we just check at the end, are these the same? And yes, they are the same. So then this is going to be true, and that'll be our answer. Okay. Okay, so let's code this up. So I'm just going to make a stack with an integer type. I'm just going to call it S. And I'm going to make another stack, and I'm going to call it T. This is the one I'm going to compare it to. And then when I get to the end, since it's asking for a Boolean, I'm just going to say, does S equal T? Okay, so let's add all the ints to one stack. So we have this head here. So we are just going to say, while this head is not null, I am going to take this stack S, and I'm going to push this head value And I know it's called val because that's the definition of this list node here. And then I'm going to say the head is now going to be the next one because we're moving down the line in the linked list. So let's get the value of half the size. So I could just call it half. I'm just going to call it the mid value. This is going to be that stack size divided by 2. And so take half of that and move it to the next stack. So I'm just going to say, while this mid is greater than 0, I'm going to just S pop. And then I'm gonna decrement mid. So that will add half of them to this other one. So now we can check if they are equal, but the test case for that is if there is like a 0, 1, and then say there's a 3 in the middle, and then like a 1 and then a 0. So this is actually also going to be a palindrome because these, if you split it in half, you can just ignore this 3 and then on either side. So one last check we are going to have to do. We're going to just say, like, if the first one, if we added half on there and it's still bigger than that one, it would mean that there's just one more. We're just going to take that one off. And now we're going to check if they are equal, and that should be it. I'm going to submit. And it's not the fastest solution, but I think it's the most succinct one. Okay, so yeah, thank you.